Gardens of the Heart, Hope by Elizabeth Clare Prophet, copyright 2013, Summit Publications, Inc., Gardner, Montana. Read by Kristine Van Pelt. Approaching the garden. What is hope but life itself? Every newborn child comes with hope for the new opportunity in the clean white page that is given. Find hope and joy in the little things of life. The flowers and all of nature, the stars, even the blue of the sky is a promise of present and future hope. Thus, the very canopy of a universe is painted to inspire hope that whispers in the heart, all is not lost. A grain of hope can magnetize an ocean of hope. The greatest orators have been those who could deliver the sense of hope. Once the individual seizes hope based on an inner knowing and a belief in the laws of life, as well as a belief that these exist to support him in moving forward away from past failure, he is inspired again with a newness of life. The foundation of hope is faith. Faith is the absolute good of tomorrow, if it is not evident today, allows hope to take the soul soaring to new heights of opportunity and potential. Plant the positive virtue of hope daily. Give hope to all. Bear it to them as a lamp, as a flame of hope with good cheer, joy, comfort, and illumination. Never extinguish within your being the hope for a better tomorrow. Grasp hope above and beyond all else that assails you. Fragrant light. As the sun shines through the window with hope each morning, and as that hope enters your heart, may you leap into action and know that you have the power to make a difference. Respect the tree of life. Allow the sap to flow, the gentle, radiant energy of life that so gloriously blossoms and gives hope as a fragrant light in the heart. Whatever you put your mind on and whatever you pour your heart into will come true. That's why our thoughts and dreams, our hopes and visions are all important. Every newborn child comes with hope for the clean white page that is given in the new opportunity. One can see hope in a baby's cry, for the cry signifies that the child still bears hope that the cry will be answered. Hope begins in the heart. One must love. It is always the beginning. It is the path of the heart. There is hope for every one of us who recognizes that hope comes from within. You can latch on to that hope as you would latch on to a life raft or a lifesaver thrown to you in a turbulent sea. What is hope? Hope is life itself. Life without hope is not life at all. There is hope in the sunshine. There is hope in the birds' songs at dawn. There is hope all through life, and the flowers of hope bloom in every garden. Hope is a fire. It is first a spark, and then it is a flame. As the hope springs up and becomes a mounting flame, it helps to externalize those very qualities for which you hope. The gleam of hope in the eye of a child is more illustrious than most beautiful gem locked in the mountain. For from this gleam is born new hope that can expand to conquer the world and the universe. Even now in the universe, new designs are being born. With hope, we continue to move across the trackless infinite. You open your eyes and morning is there. The sun is coming up, the lilacs are in bloom, the birds are singing, and the hope of a new day appears. Forgotten then are the illusions of the past. We are the sole authors of our destiny, with hope and joy born of the idea that the Creator has placed the pen in our hands. We can rewrite the past upon the pages of the future. It matters not if hope is imperfect, but we must have the kindling wood of human hopes to set afire the divine hope within us. Faith in absolute good of tomorrow, if it is not evident today, always allows hope to take the soul soaring to new heights of opportunity and potential. Hope is an activating fire. When you know there is hope, you galvanize your forces, you move forward, determined that because there is hope, there is opportunity. And somehow you can place your hands between the doors that close an opportunity and pry them open again. Doves of hope, white doves, spiritual birds of light, come to earth and are released by angels. Millions of white doves are released, and they bear the presence of hope to all people everywhere. It is important to hope in the realm of the possible, for if you continually hope for something that cannot be, you will soon be lost in daydreams and fantasies where nothing comes to pass. The secret of hoping and rejoicing in hope is to hope for those things which you know can, should, must, shall, and are now presently possible for you. How very important it is to develop the blessed feeling of hope. Hope for the world, regardless of the terrors produced in this age. Hope for the world's religion, that a glimmer of light will ultimately penetrate the hard shell of intolerance that would separate one from another. Expand the flame of hope in another's heart and let him see clearly the way in which he should go. Let him see how hope is a vital and expanding force to create and advance a sense of victory and progress. It has been said, quote, "'Tis hope, sweet hope, that keeps our constant hearts," end quote. My phrasing of this would be, quote, "'Tis hope that constantly keeps our hearts sweet," end quote. Impart the feeling and knowledge of hope to all. You can ignite the flame of hope in all whom you meet. Lift them up with hope, with opportunity. The rainbow. Give liberally while you have the opportunity to open doors and give the children hope for a meaningful life. Adopt them, educate them, treat them as your own. From the fountain of hope within the tender folds of each heart, the shoots of aspiration arise and pulsate. Hope itself, together with faith, brings forth the fruit of charity. Hope is the promise of the rainbow. The blueprint of life is the hope that we shall become who we really are. Hope enables the individual to weather the storms of life and to know that the vilest of storms and even cataclysm itself does spend itself and pass, and then the calm does return. We can choose to affirm hope by facing challenges, taking risks, pursuing our goals, and striving for a closer relationship with our real self. Hope is a quality of buoyancy that no matter what is happening, we can see the silver lining in the dark cloud. So in the cycles of nature and of life becoming life and passing on, one knows that the sin wave of hope is infinite. Your hearts buoyed up with hope contact the realm of the angels. You're able to see through the dark clouds of the mortal condition. There is a parting of the clouds and the glowing light peers through. Hope in almost any situation is a dazzling ray of light. The finest achievements are forged in hope. There is beauty in stillness. There is beauty in expectancy. There is beauty in hope and beauty in fulfillment of that hope. Cast your hopes, your dreams, your longings, and your will into the great sea of light, the sea of light that is your very own higher self. Imagine pulling the weight of adversity and against the lesser self, knowing that with all of your might you must heave the anchor of pure hope into the highest realms of light. Hope is in trying instead of not trying. Hope is not giving up on yourself or anyone. With hope and challenge and harmony and striving, we see then the vision. Indeed, hope is a golden oil that nurtures the being of man and makes him aware of the power of love. The bounty of life is found in love. If a panacea exists, it is love and the feeling thereof. Such delight is in love that it floods the mind and heart with expanding vistas of new hope, even when hope seems far away. Washing away troubles and cares, hope creates a vanishing point for darkness and a search of far horizons for the faintest star of joy and light. The sun shines and the birds that sing, and the hope that arises in the heart shall impart to every man a breath of reality like the fragrance of roses in spring. Somewhere there is a golden age happening. You have viewed it in the heaven world. Now be inside a giant globe. Visualize the position, the mountains, the streams, the paradise, the beautiful ones, the happiness. Hear the birds of hope singing. Our future is ever before us, and we look forward to something almost all the time. Without hope, that would be nearly impossible. In every heartbeat, there is the promise of future identification with the universe and the true understanding of reality. Hear the sweet sound of higher purpose as rhythmic drums of hope. The eternal star of hope must arise in our hearts. We must behold its radiance as a hallowed light upon our journey, dispersing and dispelling the shadows that loom ahead, pointing out the thorns and briars upon the human path so that we may step aside and avoid them. Where hope is lost, where individuals are disenfranchised, where individuals are not receiving the correct justice and are not being dealt with properly in all of these areas, I ask you to pray. Radiant stars, have you not noticed that sometimes time is collapsed, that the moment of a hope and its fulfillment are one? All sorrow is past. You live in the bliss of a hope that is now. Unto all who have hope is given, even as Scripture tells us, unto those who have shall more be added. A grain of hope can magnetize an ocean of hope. You can see that without hope, you cannot even plant, sow, or reap. If you would reap the fertile quality of hope, plant the positive virtue of hope daily. Have you not come to a place where something magnificent suddenly came into your life, and then you remembered that years ago you once had a hope? Since that time you had forgotten that hope, yet your life took a course whereby it was indeed fulfilled. A universe twinkles with myriad lights gleaming from all parts thereof, radiant stars of hope, majestically confronting man and teaching him that the way out of darkness is the way of the light. How do you become a friend of God? You start the same way you started with any of your friends. You spend time with that friend. You laugh together. You cry together. You share your hopes and dreams. You take him with you on your adventures. The pure perfection of eternity shines not as a passing mist, but as a golden mist of scintillating hope. Each life is important, and no one should extinguish within their beings the full flowering of hope for a better tomorrow. Hope is as the bread of life. We have nothing going for us if we cannot even hope in our hearts that we will be better today than we were yesterday. Hope, as a crystal light, consumes all anti-hope. And what is anti-hope but despair and doubt and fear and all of the darkness that turns in upon itself? Hope is encouragement. Hope is really a part of everything we do. It's the vision that because we do something for which in and of itself we may not see the end, we know the goal will be fulfilled. We rejoice together in the fragrance of the flowers and the hope of spring. Grief is an absence of hope, the absence of the loved one. Eternalize hope, eternalize the essence, the heart, the good attributes of the one departed. The angels whisper hope to the listening hearts of men. Amidst turmoil and confusion, the spirit of hope is seen afresh. With the coming of each new dawn, mankind breathe once again the fresh flowers of hope. Let hope abound, let there be joy, be a joy. Let the flowers from the hills dance, let the mountains cry out, let the rivers and the waters sing the mighty song of hope. We need to burn with the joy and the hope of an ever-present vision with an ever-present memory of our divine beginnings. Somewhere in your soul the bells do ring, and you see the hope of life, and you bring vision to your life in the here and now. The greatest hope for the future is in the tremendous potential the Creator has placed in the life and essence of each and every one of us. I believe that essence of spirit is a divine spark, a spiritual flame. Heaven is always ready to try again and again and again to extend opportunity and hope to mankind. I have seen hope return to spring up again, even out of the morasses of life. I have seen the lotus bloom as the hope of reunion, of regeneration, of redemption, of overcoming, of enlightenment on the way. The lily. The pillar of hope keeps us alive, encourages dynamism, opens the mind, and lends constancy to the spirit. We are born anew every day, every hour, and every moment by renewing our faith, by renewing our charity, and by renewing our hope. So long as you have a purpose in life, you have hope in life. And when you have hope, you have the first seeds of happiness. We will hold in our hearts the sense of hope for a better day, a brighter tomorrow, and therefore we keep on striving. We press on because our hearts are lilting with the lily of hope. Because we need hope as much as we need our daily bread, let us remember to give hope to others. In the symbol of eternal hope, man is encouraged to pursue, through most trying circumstances, a course of which he may not even be wholly certain. He has made the day and the night. He has made the greatest light to light the day. There is no reflected reality. It is the clear crystal of hope, the pertinent diamond that every bearer of victory must wear. While men from time to time may stumble if they will only do what is natural, get up and move onward. They can yet triumph, for there is hope. So a friend tells us about the good in us and the many good things we're doing and how much progress we're making, and we are encouraged, and hope is born. There is hope as long as the beating heart moves forward to drink deeply of the cup of life. It is not enough for us to merely dwell on the possibility of change, but to experience change as the goal we seek. He is pleased with the formation of the clouds, with the shape of the leaves upon the trees, with an expression of hope in the eyes of a child or one of ripened years. One has only to consider man's highest dreams, hopes, and longings to realize there's a soul remembrance of a home and a shared life that once was ours, and to which we aspire in our earthly sojourn as we find our way back to this golden fabled existence. Hopes are distant dreams. So long as you walk the earth with hope in your heart, you are the reflection of that higher playground of life, and there is a peep into the infinite. Optimism is the hope of all the angels. Believe there is hope for all. Wherever the cry rises up, the answer must come. Hope must be bestowed and tears wiped away. The blindness of despair must be shown to be a passing thing. The flowers and all of nature, the stars, even the blue of the sky, are a promise of present and future hope. When you see people who exude hope, you believe in a brighter tomorrow, not only for themselves, but for you and the world, who work constructively. These are the people who are sought out. To love, be an example, is to forget the shadow of yourself. And in your forgetting, a new star is seen as the old star is setting. A new star of hope, the adventure of your higher self, projected upon the great span and pages of the future. Melodic brook. The ability to see the immediate and future goal of our efforts is a quality of hope. With joy without end is to be found in the fruit of hope, which abides within you, which may be invoked by you, which may be called forth in moments of despair. The light of hope traverses mountains and plains, runs with the joy of a melodic brook, melts the snow from the mountain tops, and pours forth a torrent of love and hope to men. The striving into the future is by the wings of hope. Hope carries us by our vision to those future goals that we know absolutely will be manifest, because we will take every step and leave not one stone unturned. The peace of the ages rests as a blessing upon those who love and hope, who understand the need to hope, who reckon with the power of hope as invocative of peace. Hope is the regenerative power that unveils the concept of the future and precedes the action. Hope is the key to healing, to wholeness, to freedom, and to the fulfillment of your life's destiny. Let men and women learn to dwell in the arms of hope. The morning thunders. The sound of new hope is breaking its fresh waves upon the rocky ledge. With hope comes challenge, and with challenge comes the necessity for harmony of the heart and being. Trust all things, believe all things, hope all things, have faith in all things, but center yourself in the love of the heart. It takes courage to hope. Dare to hope that life can be beautiful and that it is beautiful every day. You must recognize that life's victory comes to the vigilant and not to those who do not care. It comes to those who care enough and pray enough and love enough and believe enough and hope enough. Despair not. Do not lose hope. Do not lose enthusiasm. Do not lose spirit, and do not lose your momentum and your constancy, because a universe is counting on your personal victory. How beautiful is the light of hope in the hearts of men, and when that hope comes to fruition, all is made more glorious still. If you allow anyone to silence the voice of your conscience, you will come to an end of your present opportunity on earth and wonder why you did not speak out in defense of this or of this one or that one, and bring a bit of joy and hope to a hopeless, helpless life. Strands of new hope are woven by the angels of hope. Cherish each new day as a hoped-for high road of adventure. The end. Thank you.